Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Central Empire Wrestling presents Bridge City Slam 7, Saturday, September 6th at the Bridgeview Center in Ottumwa, Iowa. The Legends Fan Fest starts at 4 p.m. and the wrestling show at 7 p.m. Tickets start at $20 and you can get them at bridgeviewcenter.com. See such former WWE stars like The Godfather, Christy Hemme, Jacqueline Moore, and the Vaudevillains, plus current TNA stars Frankie Kazarian and Masha Slamovich, and many, many more. It's Bridge City Slam 7, Saturday, September 6th at the Bridgeview Center in Ottumwa, Iowa. Steve Shuttler Media once again proudly presents Pekin High School football live video streams each Friday night this fall, with home and away games and the playoffs. Tune in Friday nights for Pekin High School football right here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. And welcome into Pekin High School football here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook and YouTube, and on, what was that? On Facebook and YouTube and on the Skunk River Radio Facebook page. We're in Pekin tonight. We've got Pekin hosting New London. We do thank all of our sponsors, including Copeland Auto Body, Nutrient Ag Solutions in Hedrick, Federation Bank, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Daisy Dew Landscaping, Oski Dental, Gobbler Creek Seeds, Pigtail Charlie's, also Fremont Funeral Chapel, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Barnwired, Son-in-Law Services, Shuttler Insurance Services, Gillum Construction and Properties, Helmuth Ford, Skunk River Radio, Fairfield Precast Concrete, Lifetime Dental Solutions, and Biener Funeral Home also on board for our coverage of Pekin football. And again, we're going against New London tonight. Game is in Pekin, and we've got a kind of an unusually chilly night for an early September game. Of course, we've got Josh Clubb on the play-by-play. Josh, we're about 10 minutes away from kickoff. We got the Pekin boys getting ready to come onto the field right now.
Yeah,
Josh, what's up?
Surf's up. Let's catch some Pekin wins is what the banner says tonight. Opening night or opening home game for the Panthers tonight, and the Panther faithful is got the bleachers all filled up as Pekin comes through the banner in their all-black uniforms. Host against New London. New London now has been an 8-man team, and up until this year, actually, I looked at the enrollment, and they just above the number of students, the number they come up with. I'm not 100% certain how that number is calculated, but just above the 8-man threshold, so they've moved back into 11-man football. And as you look on the sideline, they're not over there right now. They're over in the end zone, but they have 16 players on their roster and only 14 dressed here tonight, so much smaller school, or much smaller team than Pekin has. As they're getting ready to play the Pekin fight song. Actually, the players stood up and took their helmets off and put their hands on their hearts, and I thought jump into the national anthem. But New London did start out the season with a win over Cardinal last week. They took care of business there, winning 36-32. Of course, Pekin got the victory at Davis County, winning 40-7. So both teams, well, Pekin did surpass 40, and New London got close. So we'll see what they have here tonight. Leading the way for the Panthers last week, Riley Smith in passing. He had 9 completions on 13 attempts, 147 yards, 3 touchdowns, 26 rushing yards, and a rushing touchdown. Nolan Glick led the team in rushing yards with 17 attempts, 138 yards, and a touchdown. And Henry led the team in receiving yards with 89 on 3 receptions. It is now time for the national anthem, so we'll listen into that.
Honors America with our national anthem.
All righty, that was a Pekin band. Get national anthem in, and made this comment last week, but always nice to get back to football season when the bands are playing the national anthem versus an audio recording. But back to leaders for New London. Their passing leader is London Franklin. The senior had 11 completions on 19 attempts, 112 yards, no touchdowns, and 207 rushing yards with 4 rushing touchdowns. So dual threat quarterback there is London Franklin. Those 207 yards led the team in rushing as well. And Israel Lemley was the receptions leader with 9 receptions, 89 yards, no touchdowns. Tackle leader for the Tigers is Cale Westerbeck. The senior had 7.5 tackles. For the Panthers, I did not get to this one, was at Henry Adam with his receiving yards, 3 receptions for 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also led the team in tackles with 8.5 tackles. 3 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 1 interception. Of course, that pick sixing for youth football, I do believe. So he's helping out the school here tonight. Elsewhere, and actually the screen he left me went black. I had the area teams and who's playing who returns, but this is this opens up district play for both of these teams. Class A, District 5, first game for all teams in that district. But Pekin, New London, and Wapello are the 3 teams atop the standings in A5 right now, with all winning last week. Columbus, Danville, and Highland, as well as Van Buren County, all lost in the opening week. So Pekin and New London will look for a share of the top of the early district standings. And, of course, with the 7 teams in the districts, typically you see 6